On the second morning of our Rideau trip, I went down to the end of a canal to catch what I could of the sunrise, and as I was waiting for the time-lapse to run, I started to notice snail shells among the rocks. I collected them to pass the time and wound up with two piles. Now, they may look superficially similar, but these are two very different snails. Over here, we have a modest little native gastropod, the marsh ramshorn snail, and it's pretty obvious where they get that name. The flat coil of their shells looks a little like a ram's horn. I'm only mentioning that to contrast with these guys over here, an invasive species called the banded mystery snail. Truly in the top 10 all-time great snail names. But compared to the ram's horn, it's certainly a little less obvious, even mysterious, where this snail's name comes from, except the banded part. The mystery it refers to is this. These snails seem to appear out of nowhere. You have a couple in your tank one day, the next day they're all over the place. It's actually because they don't lay eggs. The female snail gives live birth to fully formed babies with shells. So if you're expecting a whole snail life cycle with eggs and larvae and so forth, like the ramshorn snail among many others, these snails seem to appear like magic, hence mystery snail. The other mystery is how they got into the Great Lakes in the first place, because that also seemed like magic. Before 1931, no banded mystery snails in the Great Lakes, and then, presto. They could have been carried on boating equipment or a bait bucket. They're also pretty popular for aquariums, so it's possible this whole mess could have come from nothing more than careless aquarium dumps into the waterway.